We are going to Manchester to have to attend an accelerator program, and there is one guy who is coming there who has been working in Microsoft for more than 18 years. That is back in the days when AI was just coming up, and he was there posted as head of technologies. And we are going to see him and also ask him a couple of queries on how the new world of startups is going and how we can leverage it. So I'm on time, but I'm currently on time at the moment, so I'm just rushing to the train station. Let's see that.
In the train, I was checking Apollo. Our leads are getting in the database, but it's not actually correct. So I have to contact Apollo team again. In the meanwhile, I was doing that. The way to Manchester is really beautiful, and my friend and the co-founder of the company that I am working on just came in, and we are about to get down on Manchester.
My only wish is Wi-Fi and internet.
You really put thought about building this whole thing.
To developments.
I'm just gonna say something. I think London is such an overrated place. I think Manchester would be the best place and the best tech hub for people who are just coming to UK. I think there is a lot of accelerator programs here, and I think the mayor of Manchester is kind of an awesome guy. He built this city in a really cool way.
London's so shit, isn't it?
No, I hate that
So
place, dude.
shit.
I hate that place to my core. If you get robbed, police is like we can't figure out anything.
Yeah,
But if you
yeah.
but if you like put a cigarette stub or something like that, that's like, oh my god, criminal offense. I'll get it inside. It's free coffee though.
We have finally reached our co-working space, or the accelerator program space where we work, and kind of have to say this is an awesome place, especially because you're surrounded by people who are doing awesome stuff, creating startups, creating venture capitalists, and literally awesome people, man. And after a long day of work, eventually at 12 o'clock the meeting started, and I'm just going to sum up the whole what happened behind the meeting. I'm not going to give you the whole things. The crux of the matter is AI is going to stay, and whatever your opinion on how AI is going to transform the world is kind of not important, at least in the shorter run. Because if and only if you kind of figure out how to make and leverage systems using AI, you're going to compete in this world. This is like when Industrial Revolution came in, you're trying to compete with bullock carts. You have to compete with the workforce. And now you have to compete with the AI force and AI systems in this world so that you have a fair competitive advantage. This was a really good opportunity to me, so I kind of asked a couple of questions which were really bugging me, and I really wanted to know what is the difference between that marketing puff that we see in YouTube versus the actual what an expert really thinks.
When you're running like local image generation models, right? Like I see like it's very slow. Do you have any workaround? Is it because of I don't have enough compute power, or is it because the local model is not actually as competitively good to generate things as the cloud models?
Yes, so definitely none of them mid-journey models and some of the other models are infinitely better than but local models are getting away with that. This is my local image generation. These are the models that I've selected. This, by the way, is still research, so it will change.
Yeah.
So the thing that you are seeing in the screen is actually run on a MacBook, and this is a local model which is run on a MacBook. This is awesome, but the most interesting part is not that. He's actually using cloud GPU to actually run these models, and he also mentioned OpenRouter, which I kind of figured it out probably like 2 weeks ago when I have the same problem, right?
So how does this LangChain and LangGraph fit into this whole ecosystem of AI?
So in the tiers of the product using, so these kind of products are very much ideas. They're actually co-creating environments, and they've got AI in there. So
You have Claude, you had ChatGPT or OpenAI, you have Anthropic, you have Grok, you have local models. How do you switch all of this thing without installing things or spending a lot of money on different subscription? The answer is OpenRouter. Another revelation that I had is the importance of making your LLMs learn by itself. I think before 2023, LangChain and LangGraph was the major thing. that everybody was looking up to. But I think after Andrew Karpathy's new auto research model has been open sourced, that will take over the LangChain and LangGraph models. And this was the same thing that he also said, because it's a much more sensible model, because we have come to a point whereby you can't store huge amount of data, and a necessity that our LLM models should be learning how we work alongside our work, if it makes sense. If not, watch my old videos to know what I'm saying. This presentation went for a while, but it was really interesting. After the presentation, I had to have a quick coffee, and there was a lot of work that was pending, and we were just trying to finish up the whole day's work. And then I was kind of bored. My friend actually went on a date, so I was kind of left out in the railway station alone, and it was peak hours. I didn't want to go back to Liverpool in the peak hours. First of all, it's a crowdy time to go in train, and second of all, it was sunny. You don't understand how sun changes people, and especially me coming from a coastal area, I really need sun. So I took a free bus which is there inside Manchester to go around Manchester city and see the whole city, and that was brilliant decision. So I got this email today that requesting the demo for the app that I'm building.
Today's meeting with the Microsoft Chief Technical Officer or Chief Software Development Officer, if you sum it up, is, I think he didn't say it like directly, but I think there is a huge frustration for people who are in a really high-paying job, who can go to office every day and who can do work and come back, and who are like in a fortunate position, right? For them, AI is scary. AI is the most scared thing out there, and how they react to it is by saying, AI makes errors. How can you mitigate AI errors? That is like 2% or 1% errors, right? And also, they are more focused on creating products for other companies to mitigate this 2% error, right? It's a double-edged sword for them. But for the people who are just starting out, who are like hungry, I think AI is filled with opportunities and potential, and we shouldn't limit ourselves in any ways to not use AI. But another big thing that I figured out is that LangChain, LangGraph are the most prominent AI database RAG pooling theories for the past 3 years, probably 2 years. It's a fairly new concept, but I think because of Andrew Karpathy's new model, that has been replaced, and we should all figure out how to use the auto learning or auto researcher. If I'm not wrong, it's a self-learning tool which is there in Hermes Agent but not in OpenGlobe. So we should try to figure out how to use auto research by Andrew Karpathy and build our own AI infrastructure. That's it for today, guys, and I'm going to go back. I'm in the railway station to go back to Liverpool and start my midnight coding session. That's it for today. I think Manchester is a beautiful city, and if you guys are coming to UK to study, or if you guys are coming to UK to network, I think better than London, I think Manchester would be the best place. It's much like if you're an Indian, it's like Bangalore, and London is like Delhi. Delhi, there is opportunities, but man, do you want to go to Delhi and work? Do you want to go to a polluted city and breathe there in the cost of your life? Or would you like to go to Bangalore or Hyderabad, where it's not yet polluted as much, but there are opportunities and you can do something about it? That would be my ending note for today. Until tomorrow, kudos.